Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Prescott on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On second down, Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. No gain on the play. And a 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Prescott on 4th down.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Throwing to start the drive. Murray buying time.
Ooh, the lag and shit.
And Complete to Zach Ertz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. We're scoreless after one.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
From the gun, a give to counter.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
7 yards, the pickup there.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, a 12-yard touchdown run, as his guys are first out of the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2.
Rolling to his right. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And that was the old QB one-man band play there in the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants?
I knew you were going
Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. The ball resting on their own 5 here as they come up to the line on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, they give to Elliott. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected
still a lot of time in this game,
out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cardinals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Prescott on 3rd and 2. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. The completion there lands on the wash, and now bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he'll go down at the 28. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Prescott yet again. Going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. He'll buy some time right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Daniels on the return.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray.
Damn, I threw it too early. Shit. Damn.
Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard
Put it right back in again.
line.
I threw that shit too early.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Prescott's throw taken in by Jarwin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give to Elliott. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Elliott. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Get off the fucking blocks. Damn.
And
oh, shit.
Intercepted.
Got it back. Got it back, baby. Got it back.
And the Cards are going to take possession here.
Yes,
it's
sir.
a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the turnover, here's Murray sliding out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Big no space.
Marcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything
he
could to extend
right
the length
there.
of the play, probably
Look up,
counting
right
in his
right
head.
there.
1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 21, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
Damn. Keeping him in the game.
Deep got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Hey, just keep giving the ball back to him.
Way in from a yard out. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. But he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
What is you talking about?
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
What is he talking about?
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
first and 10. Here's Murray rolling to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Murray getting this complete to Connor, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. He will have a first down here at about the 40.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
First down, Murray. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On second down, this is Edmonds. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. And Murray gets this into the hands of Edmonds. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Throwing now is Murray. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Now Matt Prater for the point after.
Oh, shit.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Pollard to return from the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
See, we take that all day, man. You can run that shit all you want. We take that all fucking day. Yeah, we take that all day.
And he faked it. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and... Oh, he fakes a spike. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And the Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Christian Kirk, 50.
Well, let me see, what was his, stats. That was a good game, though. But I'm doing pretty well with the Cards. Cards my team, man. See them stats, 46 and 49. Good game.